Previously on the 413rd.
Yo, this your boy Tony T, and we gotta talk about what just went down in Chapter 13, Code of the Streets. Cause Springfield? Yeah, it ain't the same no more. Part 1, the whole city on edge. The president got his eyes locked in on Springfield, and when that happens, you already know what comes next. Pressure. Police, politics, and the streets all colliding at the same time. But while everybody watching from the outside, inside, that war's still brewing. Moves being made, lines getting drawn, and ain't nobody backing down. Part 2, now things get real. Tyshawn gets caught up, and he's standing tall. No folding, no talking, solid all the way through. Meanwhile, Jalen trying to keep everything together while the heat turns all the way up. New faces start stepping in, new locations getting set up, and everybody adjusting. But you can feel it, something bigger coming. Part 3, Judgment Day. Tyshawn takes that hit, 5 to 7 years. Quick, clean, no trial. But that ain't the end of it. Nah, that's just the beginning of something darker. You got the city watching, the news talking, and behind closed doors, plans getting made that don't sound right at all. And Part 4, yeah, this where it all changes. Tyshawn gets sent up, and what was supposed to be time turns into something else entirely. That situation in Ludlow, that wasn't just bad luck, that was calculated. Now, the Get Right crew takes a loss they never saw coming. And pain like that, that don't just sit, it turns into something else. Now, the city hotter than ever. Police tightening up, new alliances forming, and enemies getting bolder. This ain't just a war no more. This is escalation. This is the 413rd. Peace, Springfield.
Friday, June 16th, 1995. Springfield has been on fire for the past few weeks. Murders, shootings, and corruption. The president, taking notice, has put a black cloud over the city of homes. While the Get Right crew and the Dukes brothers were at war, there were other crews on the come up. B.W.A, also known as Bitches with Attitude, were making quiet moves, stacking up paper and making a mark in the city. B.W.A is led by Lexi Shields. She's ruthless and doesn't play any games in the streets. Don't let her pretty looks fool you. Lexi will get her hands dirty if it comes to that. Lexi lives with her dog Banner, named after her favorite Marvel character, Bruce Banner. Bitches with Attitude has 3 other members that form the crew: Harley Quinn, Charlene Brown, and Kitty Martinez. All beautiful women with deadly intentions if you ever crossed them. They move on their own. They get all of their product from Vanity Jackson, who owns Club Aquarius. Everybody knows Vanity and respects her place. Nobody fucks around at Club Aquarius. Lexi Shields is just waking up. Her alarm is beeping. It's 8 a.m. and it's time to get this money. She makes a phone call.
What up, girl? I'm just waking up. I need you to go see Vanity and pick up a package.
No problem. I'll leave in a few minutes.
The phone call ends. Then the phone rings again. Lexi picks it up. It's Haley and Kitty.
What up, boo? We about to head over your way in a little bit. You need anything before we get there?
Yeah, give me some Phillies and a bag of Skittles.
Aight, I got you.
Haley and Kitty are the youngest of B.W.A, but have old souls. They know the game and what it takes to play it. Charlene pulls into the parking lot of Club Aquarius. She gets out and walks in. The club is empty. It's not even open yet, but Vanity is there in the back office. Charlene walks in and sits down.
What up? We need 2 this time. This shit is moving fast.
That won't be a problem. This is new shit I got last night. Pure, uncut, raw.
Sounds good to me.
Vanity opens up a safe in the wall, takes out 2 packages and puts them on her desk. Charlene takes a stack of cash out of her purse and places it on the desk. They do the exchange and shake hands. The deal is done. Charlene walks out, gets into her car, and drives off. She's headed over to Lexi's crib. She pulls up to the house. Haley's car is already parked. Charlene gets out, walks to the back of the house. She sees Banner sitting next to his doghouse. She knocks on the back door twice, then opens the door and walks inside. Lexi, Kitty, and Haley are watching the news. Chantel Munson is talking about what has been going on in Springfield.
This is Chantel Munson reporting from Springfield, Massachusetts in the WWLP News 22 studios. The President of the United States is making arrangements to visit Springfield. The meeting will take place at Symphony Hall. The President has been invested in cleaning up the city since the uprise in violence he has seen take over the city of firsts. Commissioner Tory Brown and Captain Duncan Hughes vow to take down anybody who's behind the drugs and shootings. The Springfield Police Department saw a big bust when they arrested Tyshawn Wright after the drug raid conducted by SWAT and the Homicide Unit, led by detectives Maurice Bunson and Randy Jordan. Tyshawn was caught with 0.5 kilogram of cocaine and 4 to 5 pounds of marijuana. He was sentenced to 5 to 7 years in Ludlow Jail.
As the reporter keeps talking, Lexi lowers the volume.
Damn, they got Tyshawn.
She shakes her head and continues.
I knew Tyshawn. I went to school with him and Dwayne. They rolled with Jalen, Bobby, and that crazy-ass nigga Johnny. Dwayne and Tyshawn were real close growing up, so I know this shit is hurting that nigga deep. I'ma link up with Dwayne so he can set up a meet with Jalen. We need to have a sit-down.
So this just means we need to make smarter moves so we don't go down like he did.
Yeah, I agree. We can't move sloppy.
Charlene drops the 2 packages she got from Vanity on the coffee table.
Yo, Vanity said this shipment is a brand new product. She said it's so raw, we don't even need to cut it.
I bet. That sounds like music to my ears, girl. Let's head downstairs so we can bag up and get ready to hit these streets.
B.W.A. has made Club Aquarius the spot where they do most of their business. It's easy, and they know who comes in and who goes out. Vanity doesn't allow cops to come in unless they have a warrant. Vanity has power, and nobody fucks with her, so they let her operate her business how she wants. They bag up the last of the product, walk upstairs, and head out of Lexi's crib. Before Lexi gets into her pink BMW Z3, she says,
I'ma hit up Dwayne so I can link up with Jalen before I hit these corners.
You need me to roll with you?
Yeah, you can roll with me, girl. Plus, I know you got a thing for Dwayne.
Girl, shut up. I just think he's fine.
They drive off. The sounds of the city fill the air. They drive down Bay Street. They pull up to Bay State Pizza. It's the group's favorite place to eat and where they meet to talk business. Bay State Pizza is famous for their cheese fries, a hood staple in Springfield. They get out and walk inside. Charlene sits down and Lexi walks up to the payphone inside. She dials Dwayne's pager number and then punches in the payphone's number so he can call her back. She waits. The phone rings and Lexi picks it up.
Yo, Dwayne, I saw the news about Tyshawn. I know he'll hold you niggas down, though, but I need to meet with Jalen and talk business. Can you make that happen?
There's dead silence. Lexi don't know about Tyshawn being found hanging from his cell. Ludlow Prison has yet to release that information to the press. The only ones who know are the Get Right crew. After Lauren called Jalen, he called Dwayne, Bobby, and Johnny to break the news.
Lexi, this ain't a good time right now. They found Tyshawn hanging from his cell. He left a note telling Jalen he couldn't do the time.
Oh, nah, not my nigga Ty.
She shakes her head.
That doesn't even sound like some shit Tyshawn would even do.
Yeah, this shit is some bullshit. Ty was like a brother to me. This shit cut us all deep.
Damn, I feel you. It's just, I got some new shit that could benefit us all, seeing we both hilltop at the end of the day.
Dwayne's interest peaked slightly.
Okay, Lex, I'll let Jalen know, but I can't promise you nothing.
I respect it. If not today, the meet has to happen eventually.
No doubt.
The phone call ends. Lexi sits down in disbelief.
What's wrong, girl?
Girl, Dwayne just told me some crazy shit. Apparently, they got word from Ludlow jail that Tyshawn hung himself.
Damn, that's crazy. Why would that nigga do that? He was only facing 5 to 7 years. It ain't like he got life.
I don't know, but it definitely doesn't sound like some shit he would do.
So, are we gonna meet with Jalen?
That's up in the air for now, but I let Dwayne know the meet has to happen eventually. I get they grieving, but that's the game, you feel me? It's either death or prison.
Dwayne pages Jalen. Dwayne waits for the call back. Jalen calls back.
What up, my nigga? I just got off the phone with Tyshawn's moms. I still can't believe this shit. The fuck he do that shit for, fam? Fam, I've been trying to figure this shit out too. When you talked to him on the phone before he went to trial, did he sound different? Nah, he sounded good to me. He was telling me how they were trying to get him to talk, but he was gonna hold us all down and stand tall. This shit doesn't make no sense, B. Nah, it doesn't. I hate to do this, but this ain't just a social call. Lexi just hit me up. She wants to meet. Yeah? What you think about that? I think you should look into it. Them girls have made a name for themselves, and it sounds like she wants to include us in what she has. She said at the end of the day, we're all hilltop.
Jalen sits and think about it. Jalen has always preached that the streets are the streets, and there are no timeouts or days off. He can't let this slip through the cracks.
Aight, make that happen. Hit her back on the hip and let me know where she wants to meet.
Back at Lexi's crib, Kitty and Haley are watching the news. Suddenly, they hear,
"This is WWLP News 22. This just in. Authorities are responding to a developing situation. Stay tuned for live updates."
Good morning. We begin with breaking news out of Hampton County. A man connected to the recent Carlisle Street incident has been found dead inside the Hampton County Correctional Center in Ludlow. Authorities have identified the inmate as Tyshawn Wright, who was sentenced just yesterday after admitting to possession of a large quantity of narcotics tied to an ongoing investigation in Springfield. According to early reports, Wright was discovered unresponsive in his cell during morning rounds. Officials say the death is being treated as an apparent suicide, though the incident remains under active investigation. This comes less than 24 hours after Wright received a multi-year state prison sentence, raising new questions about inmate safety and the circumstances surrounding his death. We have a crew on the way to Ludlow and will bring you updates. Stay with Channel 22 News.
Haley and Kitty look at each other. They can't believe what the news just reported.
Damn, Lex was just talking about that boy.
He's a weak nigga for that shit if you ask me. It ain't like the judge went mad crazy on his sentence, so that's some weak ass shit.
Damn, girl, that's some cold shit to say.
Listen, you can't be weak in this game. If you can't handle the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen.
I can't argue that, boo.
Now the whole city knows what happened to Tyshawn Wright. The investigation into his suicide is underway. Maurice Bunson and Randy Jordan are at Ludlow Jail looking around the cell that Tyshawn and Royce were in.
"Yo, Randy, the trash keeps taking itself out, blood."
"Nigga, you need help."
Maurice looks up at the ceiling where the CO said Tyshawn hung himself.
"So you mean to tell me this lil ass nigga climbed up on the second bunk and just hung himself with his bed sheet? I was asleep the whole time. So how the fuck would I know, detective?"
Maurice to Randy.
"This nigga thinks he's in control of this interrogation."
Maurice turns back to Royce.
"Nigga, if you answer me like that again, I'll break your motherfucking jaw, you hoe ass nigga."
So, you saying him tying the sheet around his neck and positioning himself to do it didn't wake you up?
I'm a heavy sleeper. Once I'm out, I'm out. So tell me, Royce, how did Tyshawn get a strike mark on his neck? Detective, I don't know nothing about that. I'm done asking this shitbird questions. If we find anything else that points to a homicide, I'll be on your neck, Royce. Yeah, whatever, Detective Bunsen.
Randy and Maurice leave the cell. As they are walking, Tyrell passes them. Maurice and Tyrell lock eyes, giving each other an ice-cold stare.
Is there a problem, my nigga?
Who the fuck do you think you talking to? I don't give a fuck who you are or how big you are. Don't ever step to me like that.
Maurice and Tyrell stand face to face. The tension is thick.
Yo, bro, chill out. This nigga's just mad he ain't in the ring no more. Fuck this big head ass nigga.
We'll be back to clean up this bullshit you niggas let happen under your watch, Officer Woods. And if I find out there was some foul shit behind this alleged suicide, I'll come looking for you, big man.
You think that little threat did anything, you clown? Check this out. My shift ends pretty soon. Put the gloves on or get the fuck out of my house.
Bruh, we don't need this shit today. If there's anything else to this bullshit, we'll get him another way.
Yeah, you right, fam. Fuck this bitch ass nigga.
Maurice and Randy leave Ludlow jail. Back at Bay State Pizza, the payphone rings. It's D.W.A. calling Lexi back to set up the meet.
Yo, Lex, Jalen is down to meet. He said just let him know when and where.
I bet. Tell him to meet me at Center Stage. I'll have a VIP section so we could sit and talk.
Aight, I'll let him know.
Dwayne pages Jalen and waits for the call. Jalen calls Dwayne.
So what's the word, bruh? She said to meet her at Center Stage. She'll have a VIP section for you and her to talk. I bet.
Jalen ends the call and looks up. Gina, Chris, Selena, Bobby, Rob, and Johnny are all there. No smiles, just serious faces.
I know we all fucked up from this shit with Tyshawn, but like I said many times, the streets are the streets, and they're all no days off. Dwayne got a phone call from Lexi. She wants to talk business, and from what it sounds like, she wants to strengthen Hilltop.
Why now?
I think she just wants to strengthen Hilltop, and I'm down with that. She wants to meet at Center Stage. I'm taking Dwayne with me for this trip.
You think it's a good idea to only go too deep?
We'll be good, cousin. Don't even worry.
Alright, cuz. Just be safe.
Yeah, fam. Don't be out there lacking. We need you coming back alive and in one piece. Shit is still hot out there. No doubt, my nigga.
Jalen gets ready to leave. Selena stops him.
Baby, please be careful.
They kiss.
Baby, don't worry, okay? I'll be back.
Jalen leaves the apartment and gets into his car. He picks up Dwayne on Sycamore Street and they ride down to Center Stage. Center Stage is owned by Brianna Johnson. She's well connected and respected in Springfield. Brianna can open doors for anything people want to get involved in. Brianna is a boss. Jalen and Dwayne pull into the parking lot and get out. They walk up to the bouncer, who gives them a half-ass pat down and lets them inside. They look to the right and see Lexi and Charlene in a VIP section. They walk up and sit down.
What up, fellas? Let me pour you a drink.
She pours them champagne.
Hey, Dwayne.
What up, Shoy?
First, I want to send my condolences for the loss of Tyshawn. Me, Ty, and Dwayne go back, so this hurt me just as much as it hurts you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Ty was like a little brother to me, but I know you didn't bring me down here to talk about that all night, so what's up?
My connect just got a new shipment of raw, fresh off the boat, and I want you and the Get Right crew to get in on this. I want Hilltop to be stronger than what it is. You feel me?
Jalen has a look of interest.
So, what's the catch?
There's no catch. You bring your money in, we can get a bigger package and a better deal and take this city over, my nigga.
Hilltop over everything. So, when do you want to make this shit happen?
Give us a few days and we will link back up again here and make this shit happen.
Brianna Johnson walks over to their section. She knows Lexi from the streets, so there's mutual respect.
You guys good over here? There's a special on mixed drinks tonight.
Yeah, put whatever they want on my tab, Bree.
Brianna motions for a shot girl. Jalen gets a Blue Lagoon. Dwayne gets a Scorpion Bowl. Lexi gets a Sex on the Beach. And Charlene gets a 7 and 7. Seagram 7 with 7-Up. They sit back and chill.
So what happened at the McDonald's? The streets are still talking about that night.
I saw a window of opportunity to take out Larry and his punk-ass brother, and we missed.
I'm never like them bitch-ass niggas, especially that bitch Natasha. She always ran her mouth back in high school. I remember I fought that bitch.
I remember that shit. You fucked that bitch up.
That shit was funny as hell when you snatched off her weave. Well, my girl shot her ass in the leg when we had the shootout after the Age Ain't Nothing But a Number concert. We tried to send them niggas to God that night.
Damn, that was y'all too? You niggas don't play.
Hell nah, we don't. They tried to bring it to our doorstep and took out 2 of our people. We backed them niggas down though. Bobby cut that bitch-ass nigga Larry's face.
See? We can't be having all of this noise come our way. If this deal is gonna be made, we have to slow shit down and just make this paper.
I'm with that 100%. But if we have to get ugly, just know we will act accordingly.
If drama comes for you, then do what you guys need to do. But if you can de-escalate, then take that fucking option. You feel me?
Of course. You got my word on that, shorty.
Jalen and Dwayne take their last sips and prepare to leave.
Just let us know when you're ready, you dig? Take my beeper number and hit me up directly. No more middleman shit.
Jalen slides her the number.
I'll hit you up soon.
Jalen and Dwayne walk out, get into the whip, and head back to State Street to give everybody the news.
So Lexi wants us to go in with her to get more of the new product. It's super raw, no cut needed. I want in, so I made the deal. At the end of the day, she's Hilltop, and she wants to strengthen Hilltop, so these bitch-ass Forest Park niggas don't even think about taking this shit. We just gotta move smart and keep the body count low.
That's all I've been saying, my nigga. We don't always have to go to the gun. Trust me, I'm more rootless than a motherfucker, but I also know that with the bodies comes the police.
Yeah, you right. With the new ways we moving, we'll be aight, fam.
When is this gonna start?
She said she was going to hit me up in a few days.
Alright, so that leaves us to do what we have to do and get this money.
Now we talk.
While all of this is going on, over on Hall Street, Larry is having a meeting of his own. The Romanov twins, Kane, Malik, and Natasha are all present. Natasha is still healing, out of commission. So the deal was made and the job was done. Lil Tyshawn is an afterthought, a motherfucking memory. My nigga put the work in and got it done. Now we just chill for a while and get back to this money. If this nigga did what he was supposed to do, nothing will come back to him or us.
Yeah, the news right now seems to think he hung himself. We need to make sure that lie sticks.
Damn, Larry, you really made this nigga a ghost. I wish that bitch Selena had some angel wings. That bitch got lucky. Wait till I heal up.
Larry gives her an ice-cold stare.
Motherfucker, I said we gon' chill. And that's exactly what your sideline healing ass is gonna do. You can't even do shit right. So sit back, relax, and sip some cognac.
We gotta meet with Michael. This whole thing put a pause on us getting our shipment. Luckily, we had enough to survive.
Yeah, I connect the dots with that for sure. And here's another thing. Billy don't run a goddamn thing over here. The white boy thought he was gonna flex on a nigga, and I was gonna buckle. So in other words, fuck Billy and the Lost Boys. When the time is right, I'm gonna kill Billy. Kane, Malik, Natasha, and the twins all look at Larry like he's crazy. The brother just told them he wants to kill a detective. Larry is on some assassination day shit. Let's see how this all plays out in the 413rd, Dear Summer, Volume 1.
End of Chapter 14, Part 1.
Shit, you already know what it is. Springfield ain't cooling off no time soon. If anything, it just got more crowded. New players stepping on the board, making quiet moves while everybody else busy making noise. And sometimes, the quiet ones be the most dangerous. The Get Right crew still trying to stay 10 toes after that loss, but the streets don't give you time to grieve. It's either you adapt or you get swallowed whole. Now you got business being talked about in VIP sections, alliances forming over drinks, and at the same time, snakes moving in silence, waiting for the right moment to strike. And don't think Larry done either. Nah, that nigga thinking bigger now. When somebody start talking like that, that's when things get real dangerous. Everybody plotting, everybody watching, and nobody trusting a soul. This ain't just survival no more. This is strategy. This is the 413rd. Peace, Springfield.